Hey everyone, it's Tony and I am back with another mobility and strength sequence for you. Today the focus is going to be on mobility exclusively in the hips. You know, our hips hold so much of the weight and the worries and the stress and anxiety and the happiness that we carry around in our bodies daily. So we want to make sure we keep things in balance and open so all those emotions and feelings can actually just flow through, leaving behind what serves us and letting go of what does not serve. So what you'll need tonight is a mat. I like to have some padding for my knees, so I do have just a basic blanket here. You can use one. If you don't have it, you have time to go grab it. And this first position I'm going to put us in is called 90-90. And what that is, it's kind of a leading into a pigeon pose in the yoga world somewhere. So you want to bring the front leg, mine is my left, out front, 90, and then that right leg in this instance, 90. So ankle, knee, knee, hip, ankle, knee, knee, hip, okay? And then just take a moment here and let it all go. I probably should have let it all go before I got into 90-90, but here I am. So in this space, this is a great way to begin to build mobility in the hips. You can do one of two things, and you can take your thumb right in the crease of your hip here and rock forward and back, forward and back, letting your chest stay facing towards the front so you're not turning in like so. And also just feeling what's happening here. You can kind of feel that hip bone connected to the thigh bone connected to the knee bone. Remember that? How old am I? I'm a Gen Xer. A Gen Xer trying to stay well and keep the body healthy and flexible and strong. Okay? And then once you bring that little gentle back and forth to a stop, just that feels good. So again, this is great for in the bed before you start your day or down on the floor. But another space you can create here and some mobility is put your hands on either side of that front leg, so foot and thigh. Create some space, drop the shoulders, and then let yourself just begin to fold forward. Okay? Coming down, exhaling, and bringing it back up, back down, back up. So there is some mobility happening here, but what I do want you to be quite mindful of is the back leg. So in my instance, the right leg. You want to be mindful that you're just not peeling that buttocks up off the mat. Let it ground down. So maybe coming down to you, and you're also getting a nice stretch in the lower back. It's just halfway. If you're here halfway, let the shoulders relax. And then each time you inhale and exhale, the exhalation may bring you more space to create more mobility. You just build strength with muscle, weights, things get stiff. And even the most flexible bodies begin to lose controlled mobility. So we're going to recross here, the switch sides, I should say, coming out. You could wiggle out if you need to. If not, just swing over to the other side. And like I say, in all these sequences that I put together, they're just that. Woo, hold on. The tightness is real. The tightness is real. Okay, and I stretch every single day, right? And just different parts of the body. And that's why this is so important, because there are things that go on through the course of the day, how much you're sitting, how much you're standing, on how much stress your body actually takes in, and then where you begin to hold it. Shoulders and hips are spots for stress and anxiety and discourse to live. Like I said, happiness lives there too, but often we don't create spaces of flow, so things get stuck here and here. Same thing here, though. I'm going to put my thumb. This side is, actually this side isn't actually tighter. The transition was just tighter. I'm notoriously known to have a tight right hip. I've been cycling, walking for decades now, and I'm very aware of how to complement those two cardio activities. But lately I've been focusing a lot on strength training just because it's super important. I think I said this in the last class, as the body ages, and wherever you are aging, never too late to start. You should also work on building your muscle mass. I tend to be super flexible, which when I was in my 20s and 30s was so cool. And even though I'm flexible now and it may look cool, I'm very much more aware. Okay, you can slow that down and stop. Bring the hands out. Again, I don't give numbers, so if you're home and I'm staying longer on one side or the other, hit the fast forward button. It's all good. Back on the side, and then roll it down. I like to just come down slow this first time and really press down and forward through the palms and let that lower back release too. It is straight mobility, right? But when you sense tightness somewhere, don't just push through it or ignore it. Address it with a breath or with a gentle movement. So I had to stay down there a little longer, right? And not concerned about how far I make it to the floor. Some of you, wherever you are, you may make it all the way down to the floor. And I tell you, you and I both know there's nothing down there. No gold. Satisfaction, perhaps, but let's let it be satisfaction without attachment, but simple awareness. Yes, this feels so good. This is great, again, in the morning. I would say in the morning on the bed, and then in the evening on the floor. It's like a awakening and then gentle releasing, bringing it all back down to the earth. Okay, in the morning you're saying, hey, we got to get up and function. In the evening you're saying, let's bring it down. Simmer down now, simmer down. Okay, so swing that leg around, and now we're going to come on the hands and knees. I have a blanket here just for some knee padding. Again, my knees are, they call my name often. So we're going to take that, my instance, left foot out to the right. Bring your hands up. The top of the right foot is down on the mat, and I'm gently guiding my hip quadricep, engaging that, and my buttocks over here on this back right side. I'm going to take my hand onto my hip. So I almost put my hand on my knee, but I don't want to show you that because we tend to put a lot of pressure when we're working one side of the body. Instead, bring your hands on your hip and keep your front body forward. I'm going to walk my foot out a little bit. Deep breath in, and we're going to stretch again, mobility here in the hip. Okay. Now, this is something that you can also do sitting in a chair. If you saw like a card table chair, no sides, just the back, you can do a folding chair. And you can just sit on the chair with the leg turned out. Like so. Balance is included here too. And come up. And so I am being very mindful of my knee. One's padded nicely, and one I'm mindful of not to overstretch in it. Okay. Building strength, repairing injuries takes time. Okay. So you got to be gentle with yourself. Self-care. When I talk about self-care, it's not only doing the physical movement, it is being mindful of how you're doing. Ooh. I said stop. Ooh. Yes. One more for me. That was the sign that said one more. Okay. And then you're going to walk that foot back in, trade legs out, top of the back foot on the mat, turn for me, it's the right knee out, hands on the hips, front body forward, and we move. Oh yeah. See, right there, that told me I need to walk this right foot out. It didn't feel so good on the back of that knee. Let's see if I created, I created some more space there. Super duper tight in this right. I'm going to stop saying that. Words have power, and I always identify my right side with tightness. I'm sorry, right side. I'm not going to do that anymore. It's a label. And I want to work through, I can feel the pulsating right here. Oh my gosh. I think my body's agreeing with me. All right, it's the random conversations that come up, but it's what I'm feeling, right? And I hope you're noticing what your body is saying as well. This is so good. I'm going to take a little hold here. You can hold wherever you need. And as I'm holding here, if you do decide to come down and really stretch in here, be mindful that this right knee isn't caving inward. Not good. Just center it out towards back in line with the body. Remember, hip, knee, ankle, same thing. All right. And then we're going to move one more here, back up and bring both the knees down. We're going to move to a nice side hip opening, stretching, rotation around the world. Been around the world tonight, I can't find my baby. Oh, Lisa. Okay. Lisa Stanfield. Remember her? I think that was her last name, Stanfield. Okay. So on the hands and knees and shoulders over the wrists. My tops of my feet are initially on the floor. Now you can keep the tops on, or you can get a nice stretch in the back of your in the arch, and tuck those toes under. So first we're gonna bring the left knee up, in, okay, and then up, flat foot, all right? In, flat foot, okay? I just want to show you that twice, and once you have it here, open it out to the right. And a couple of things, and I felt myself do it, so I'm going to share this. Resist leaning to that right side. Stay tall and keep the chest down, and then rotate that in. Up, out. I love these. Again, another bed. You could do this in the bed. Up. You can actually do this standing too, or on the floor. So if you go to work outside of your home, like to an office or something, you can take an office break, and do these standing. Or you maybe even do them down. Let's do it the opposite way. So we're going to come in, out, back, down. Woo! Did I do that right? I may have thrown myself off. It just feels so good. One more here. I think I might have went the wrong way. If I did, apologies. Whew. I'm going to throw in a cat-cow here. Lower back, chest. Oh, that feels so good. All right, so other side. We're going to first lift that foot up. Bring that knee into the chest. And you'll be able to see on this side if I begin to lean. So notice that about yourself. And then up. Feel that foot go up. Then out. In. Up. I think I already did this. Yeah, making that circle. Staying tall. This feels so good, you guys. I can't even talk. Just breathe. This right hip, I love it. Love you. Sometimes when you want to just cave into the discomfort, find a kind word. I love you, right hip. You are part of me. Thank you for helping me each day. Take it around the opposite direction. I'm glad you remain mobile and allow me to help you regain strength, mobility, and flexibility. Thank you. It may sound kind of insane, but speak kind words to yourself, people. Speak kind words to yourself. Take a cat-cow. You are the first person to tell yourself how wonderful you are. Don't ever wait and expect someone else to do it for you. Tell yourself the words you want to hear. Feed your soul the things you desire. I promise you, all that you need from others will come, and all that you don't will stay at bay. Let's release down into a nice lower back stretch in this cat-cow. Take a couple of breaths here. And then come up. Swing your legs around. So that's only 3 different mobility exercises just to add into your strength and mobility routine. I do hope that over the past 2 months, you all have been taking what you need from these videos and creating little sequences, or maybe it's just one exercise that you see me do here and build upon that. I welcome you, and I don't like to say challenge you, but I invite you to do just that, especially as we begin to head into a new month. Pick one video, pick one sequence out of the video, one movement, one mobility exercise, more weight training exercise, and make that part of your life for a month daily. And if you can't do daily, do every other day. Just be gentle. Just get started. And if you need any support, have any questions, don't know where to go or how to get started, and you'd like me to be there with you or coach you through it, reach out to me. But what I need you to do before you even reach out to me is please subscribe to this channel, like my videos, turn on your notifications, and leave me some comments about what you'd like to see on these strength and mobility videos weekly. Until next time, keep moving, grooving, moving.